Okay, Joe the Tarot Guy here, and this is take 3. So these are the cards we're going to be using because I've already had to deal this thing out before, and we had a little snafu with the camera a moment ago. So this time, instead of shooting it with the camera, I am using my GoPro, so it'll be kind of zoomed in and distorted while my hands are in the way. Just a little FYI for you. This is a reading for Gemini. Last few weeks, this is a public reading, the last few weeks of November 2021 going into December. Okay, this is not a specific reading for anyone in particular, and it is a public reading, a generic open reading. If the reading matches something that you find interesting in your life or applicable, please use it. And there is no one that's being set forth as a particular goal or target, or any particular goal or target of business entity, nothing like that. This is just straight out in the open. I dealt this earlier this morning, and like I said, this is the third time I'm doing it, so it's late in the afternoon, and this is late in the afternoon on Sunday. So we're going to give her a go and see what we get. So the first card that we have laying out here is the Fool. And being the Fool, let's get him. I see this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay, so being the Fool, this is our Headship card. And so we are dealing already with some kind of foolish activity. Some foolishness is going on. And let's see if we can get this to help out a little bit. Okay, so we're already dealing with foolishness, and that is not going to be a good thing for us as we continue on down the through the timeline, lifeline, and then on down to the foundation cards down here. Specifically, what we're looking at is a headship card that is presenting the following in a foolish way. It is the leader and kind of the hierarchy of all the cards. All right, an aristocratic situation. So the next one we have is going to be our Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. These two are paired together, and the way I do my readings, and so they are basically in a work with me. They are basically in a non-committal kind of relationship at the moment. See if we can get you a little more for the light there. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and he's the one who carries the information. He could be the banker, could be a loan officer, could be a parent, a family, a friend. This individual is carrying the money. That's his job, that's his duty in this particular layout. That's his whole goal, is carrying the money. This individual, the Hermit, is also upside down. So not only is the money situation being upside down, the still small voice is upside down. The Hermit, as you know, is the guy on the hill shining a light, just enough light to get to be able to walk the trail safely. You're not going to run, you're not going to jump, you're not going to do any strenuous activity, but this is the still small voice in the relationship. Well, he's upside down, so the still small voice isn't working too well, and the money carrier is not working too well with his plans, basically because the still small voice is being muted, right? Okay, so what are we talking about? All right, so here's the center card. This is the spine card, what we would call as the spine, the center card. So we're going to have a balance between the north and south, and a balance between the west and east. These two are on their own, and there will be a row here. Okay, so off to the right, let's see here. So off to the right, we get On the other side of the 9 of coins, we're going to get Lapindu, so he's the hangman. Now there's going to be an interesting comparison that we're going to look at here. So we get a 6 of wands. The 6 is basically a reward for moving past number 5. 5 is stress, some kind of hurtful situation, some kind of environment in which you are being under tremendous difficulties. So from 1 through 14, we're almost at half of the pip cards. So this is a pip. So the wands or sticks or staves are physical material building assets: car, boat, airplane, furniture, couch, deck, new house, new clothes. These are physical things that this represents, whereas the pentacles represents the potential, and it's the financial potential. It's basically work gained, right? So this is basically work effort gained, and this is potentiality of building, right? Physical asset. So it is being kept on the right side. It's being kept on the right side with the Pindu. In the old days, this hangman was actually a bad character. So he's the hangman. He's the thief, and in this case, we're not so much using him as a thief, but as someone more of the Odin, and he's thinking outside the box, right? He brings things from the outside in, and this guy brings things from the inside out. His whole purpose and goal on the Hermit is to reveal the deeper inner knowledge and bring it out to you. On this particular layout here with the Hermit, the Hangman, he is supposed to be upside down. The Hermit should be right side up. These two are upside down, and these two over here are presented as a pair. This building right here is upside down. He should go, he is right side up. He should go like this, not this way. You'll see there's these little flowers right here and the number at the bottom if you get lost on this style of card. So you always have a way to know whether you're right or up. 5 and 1 is 6, right? We all learned that in 2nd or 3rd grade. So you've got the Fool, who is over the situation of these two advisory. He's over the situation of this 90% of your money. This is a considerable amount of your finances. This is a considerable amount of money that we're talking about. This is a huge project, a huge effort on you as an individual, on you as a business, okay? And over here we have thinking outside the box. That looks pretty good. It's pretty stable. It's reward. This team over here is thinking, yeah, we can do it. It can be done, but it has to be done thinking outside the box, right? These guys over here are saying, no, we're out. We're not interested. It's not going to work. We're not getting the internal light that we need to move forward, right? So our next two cards are the foundation cards. And this is going to be the King, and because we are so close with this GoPro, it's going to be difficult. Let me see if I can get it up a little higher for you and not have it bounce out or jump around on you. So the next card with the King, so we've got the 10, we've got the 9 of coins up here, which is significant amount of money. This is an incredible investment. And then we have a King, right? So he's the King of Wands. We have Wands. The King of Wands, he's been there, done that. He's built it. He's got the castle, right? So this guy is set up. He's good to go. He's not having a problem understanding significant building projects, right? And he is happy. He is happy as happy can be. However, he might be a little too happy, right? Well, I'm thinking he's not too happy because he's being influenced by this clown up here, right? This guy is out of balance. He's not on the same page as the rest of the team. If you want to look at that, this is an overall plan. This balances this way, these balance this way. The fool, which would be the fool, is representing the headship card, and this is the foundation. So what this is showing is the king is drunk, right? So the king is drunk. He's thinking foolishly. He's thinking we can pull this thing off. These guys over here, his financer, is saying, no, it's not happening. It's just not going to work right. And even though there's significant money on the line, these folks over here are saying, yeah, we think it could be done, but it's definitely got to be out of the box, and it will be rewarding when it's done. The project is already built. The plans are already put in. You can buy the clothes, you can buy the shoes, you can buy the skateboard, you can buy whatever we're talking about. It's there, it's built, it's ready to go, ready to build whatever. This is not a new start. This is a reward for, like I said, coming past 5, which is hardships and trouble. And we are at the place where we can rest a little bit and then get ready to ramp up and move through our 7, 8, and 9. Which become the culminations, right? So the difficulty in this, Gemini, is that you think in a very dualistic way often, right? That's just part of being Gemini. That's why you're a Gemini. So you have a natural dualism that the rest of us don't have. We don't have that attribute at such magnitude that you do. The character of Gemini is very dualistic, duplicitous, says one thing, does another, thinks one thing, does another. That kind of deal is just the way Gemini is. I'm thinking for you, Gemini, whatever you are planning is foolish. It's saying it's foolish. You got a drunk king thinking about how to accomplish something that's costing a hell of a lot of money. This is a tremendous amount of money that's on the line. It's 90% of his money, and he's going to basically roll the dice and build this thing that is significant. I don't know what you have in your life as an individual, a person, as a, like I said, business owner or whatever. This is not pointed at any one individual, but as a layout, as an actual layout from a professional tarot reading perspective, I would advise my client to not do it. Get some other advice. Wait for things to change a little bit. Wait for maybe after the holidays. Wait until you get more information. If at all possible, always wait till you get more information, and that tends to make things better. So that's my input on this, Gemini. I think you have a good layout of cards. Again, folks, this is generic, not anyone in specific, not anyone in particular, no specific company, no specific agenda to drive something home, to make someone feel hurt. This is a professional reading from someone who cares about the cards. I'm not reading in an intuitive fashion. I don't do these intuitive YouTube readings. I read a very technical reading. I learned this in the service, and I've been very accurate. I've been tremendously accurate. If you go back and watch some of the other videos where I talk about that, it's been 100% accurate on complete blind readings numerous times. So I'm presenting this as a generic reading to the public. If this works for you, if this matches what you're experiencing in life, as a minimum, I would suggest to you, get more information, try to get more time, get more people involved, find out why the financial situation is pretty sketchy. At a minimum, if you're a beginning tarot reader or just getting into tarot, you should be able to see that this is pretty sketchy. This is the guy handling your money. He's the guy floating your cash, your loan, your whatever. He's floating it, and he doesn't have good thinking. He doesn't have the good internal dialogue that says, yeah, this is a good deal. We can go with Odin's plan over here and make it work. This Loki dude up here, he is leading this king, and you guys are going to fail. That's my perspective. Now, I love you all. I pray dearly that you're richly blessed and that your lives go well and that you glean all the wisdom and intelligence you can throughout your days.